Hi, everyone. Happy Friday to you. All right. Said we were going to go live, and we did. Lots of readers went live today, I just noticed. So I didn't mean to step on anyone's toes, of course. Hi, T-Barb. Happy Friday. Happy 3-day weekend. Okay. Bring this up so I can see, and I can see your comments. Hi, Larry girl. Hi, Linda. You made it. Good Lord. I'm reading for your cousin next week, Linda. She called me. She had trouble with her email. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy holiday weekend. Woohoo! I'm going to spend mine with the dogs. What better way? What better way, right? Oh my gosh, I love those dogs. Okay. Hi, Lori. Okay. All right. Oops, my cards are upside down. I've got lots of questions. Thank you very much for everyone who posted on the community page. A little off center here. All right. Today's been just a little crazy, but it's good. Lots of questions. Teresa Ford's in the house. All right. Wow, we had a lot of really good questions, you guys. And I won't be coming back on until after the kids come back home from the fishing tournament. My daughter-in-law, of course, is not in the tournament, but she's staying up at the resort there. A lot of strategy goes into that tournament. Okay, and she's taking the baby with her, so I get the baby doggies. They're full-grown doggies. Captain and Sailor, 2 big black labs. And they sure do love me. Oh my God, they love me because I used to go over and take them out. I was their, when I was home, I was their midday relief when their parents weren't coming home till late. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. And the moderators, T-Barb, Larry Girl, thank you so much. This is a very difficult time that we're going into, of course, with our energy. Mars is going retrograde on the 9th. That's next week. I think that's Wednesday. Retrograde, it's in Aries going retrograde. It will be there through November. I'm going to keep talking about this because we cannot shoot from the hip. We have to use our ability to discern. So discernment, the keywords are discernment and achievement, and give yourself kudos. You're doing a great job. You really have been doing a great job. You're doing your voting at the grocery store, just like I do. I have a very interesting question about meat on the questions for today. And I will be taking 5 personal questions at the very end of the reading. You need to be in the chat. Do not post your questions, please, until I ask you to. And please put a Q, a big capital Q in front of the question, as per instructions by T-Barb. Thank you, T-Barb. So please don't post them now. Wait till the very end. It will be a little shorter today. Thank you very much. All right, so the first question. Oh, and please email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail if you'd like to do your introductory $25 reading for half an hour. I love meeting you and reading for you. It's a great way to connect. Meeting people all over the world. All right. Will the first vaccine made available? Now, we're not asking about timing. We asked if in the last video, if you watched that. Listen, the last few videos, we've had such awesome questions. Really, really awesome questions. And we got a lot. Our guides and angels have been very helpful. Really giving us a lot of really great information. Okay. So will the first vaccine made available to the public, will it be safe for us to take? So let's take a look at that. Will it be safe? My pen up there. The first vaccine that is made available. So the first one that's cleared, however cleared it is, will it be safe for us to take? Will it be safe for us to take? The first vaccine that's made available to the United States, will it be safe to take? Not talking about Russia, talking about the first one that's made available to take. The first one just the very first one, okay. The very first one that's available for US people to take. I care about everyone in the other countries too, okay. And I think it's really funny that Trumpers, before, they were absolutely sure that Bill Gates was ahead of the vaccines and that it was going to be evil and who would take it, Do you remember seeing stuff on Facebook like, who knows someone that has actually contracted the crownpox? And then they were saying, who's going to take that vaccine? And now guess who? DJT, their Trumper, their hero is saying, take it, and I'm going to put it there. It cracks me up. It really cracks me up. I am not commenting though, because starting a problem is not good for anyone for the remainder of this year. So just don't do it. Okay. You have a very strong vote with what you purchase and who you vote for, and whose products you purchase and who they support with their funds. So do your research. Okay, the very first card, is the Knight of Swords with the vaccine. That means that this is rushed. Okay, it's riding the Knight of Swords is riding roughshod over anyone. It's just my way or the highway. It's that if you look at it, the clouds are jagged. His frock's out behind him. He's charged. So whenever I do card of the day on the way of positive change, Facebook or Instagram, I always tell people when we get this card, this doesn't mean that your reasons to your logic are wrong. We want a vaccine. It could be that your timing or approach is wrong when we get this card. All right. Now, what's crossing it? Okay. What's crossing it? First of all, is the Hermit card. It's on its side. The Hermit searches for information. So this means they have not searched enough for information. They haven't sought the light and uncovered all the bugs, in the dark. The light is not being shown on it. So this is not a good clear indication that this really isn't going to be very good at very first. So they're really trying to rush it through. But we all know that, all of us with common sense that listen to common sense, newspapers or news platforms. Okay, there is greed behind this. There is also fear at the root of this with the Devil card. Oh boy. All right. So we've already got at the root, the Devil, what's going on just in the recent past was just push it. And just, you don't have to have all the facts. Just diffuse the facts. Just make it nebulous soup. Just lie and say that it's okay. Like bleach. Just say it's okay, regardless. So that's not good. And it's in direct conflict to our good, because if the Merlin is on his side, that cannot be good for you and I. Right? Okay. Oh my God. Page of Swords, which means spying. So countries and people are spying on each other. It also means a lot of flack, a lot of snarky talk, disinformation. Again, this is my fish in the tank card. It's just whooping up the clouds, and nobody can see through the mist, of lies. And then, thank you, T. Barb. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Then this is, Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice labeled this card for me. And when I hear one that I really like, if I don't invent it myself, Johnny invented the False Knight. And this is, now he's not always that way. He's poetic. If he's aspected by positive cards, he's poetic and loving and kind, and brings you flowers and all kinds of wonderful things, and takes you out to fancy, elegant dining, all kinds of things. But if he's aspected by all these negative cards, then he's the false knight, false offers. Here, take this, drink this bleach. You guys, we have to keep our sense of humor. Okay, so when we're mixing two chemicals or two components to make a compound, we have to have, like when we're making a cake, we have to have all the ingredients, right? So if we get this at the root, negative aspectedly by the devil, it isn't balanced. Oh, but they're going to say it's bring the family, bring the kids, come on over. Take this. Okay. Other countries, and I did see the World Health Organization I did see other countries just making really quick, rapid advances as well. This lets me know that there's someone else that will try to interfere with the pushing of this from another country. And they're still working on it. So this is The Apprentice. This is novel. It's new. It's not enough work. There's so much work. The Eight of Pentacles, if we're learning about cards today in this first spread, is first of all, this person's by themselves. Okay. Secondly, they have to put their head down. They're not in fancy clothing. They have to put their head down, really grind through. It's just, you just got to finish that last shift because you're going to take off for the holiday weekend, right? You just got to drill through the work. So this is the outcome. If it's The Apprentice, it means no, we haven't gone to the master craftsman of the Three of Pentacles. We haven't advanced ourselves. We're nowhere near. We're still, we don't have the right stuff. Okay. So now it's not terrible. At least we don't have the 10 of Swords up here. What's on the bottom? All right, Hangman. So there's going to be some delays. They're still working on it. And so I think our guides and angels are trying to help us understand it's not going to come out when they say it's going, when they project, when the DJT ants will say it's going to come about, before voting time, or he's announcing this just in time for early voters, right? So I'm not getting awful things up there, but I'm getting delays, and that they're still going to be working on it. So this is something that's coming very quickly. Because first of all, cups and timing isn't quick. Okay. So I'm going to say it's a false promise that they're still going to be working on it for quite a while. All right, what else do we need to know? There will be a lot of judgments about it. They are calling everyone to arm to information and work on this. And it's a calling, the archangel's blowing the trumpet to raise everyone and the dead to work on this, right? We'll need the help of the ancestors. That's one of the medicine cards I pulled today. I got Mouse, Discernment, and I pulled Moose for self-esteem. And pat yourself on the back. You're doing a great job. Those always help me. I don't always tell you about that, but those always help me. I think I'm going to start bringing them on and do the very first part where we're all assembling. And thanks everyone that's here. And we'll do the medicine cards at the beginning. So we'll do medicine cards at the beginning, then we'll do some questions, and then we'll get to a couple personal questions. And you guys, please, I had a couple of snarky comments about doing private questions at the end. If you don't like it, turn it off. I'll announce it. And then just, go do you, whatever you want to do. Okay. All right. Benny's in the house. Hi, Becca. How are you? I hope you have wonderful plans for the holiday weekend. I'm going to be babysitting my fur two big black labs, big, Sailor and Captain. Okay, so I'm going to be babysitting them. Oh no, I'm sorry, and I hope your air is better. I hope you feel better, Becca. Okay. Yeah, we all have to really take care of our health. That's what the big messages are. Pat yourself on the back, make healthy choices, don't shoot from the hip, use your perception and discernment gifts, and just don't push the hot topic buttons. All right, now let's see. All right, so we asked about the vaccine. All right, so my brother wanted me to ask this question. I don't think that Trump is staying in office, but he is trying to kill Social Security. I've read on this before, but I'm going to take a quick look at this because those deferred tax, that's what that does. And they're saying that will kill Social Security, which mid-2023 and disability. So let's just see if he's going to be able to really put a big snafu on that. I don't think so, but let's just see. What, Becca? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, let's see. Social Security. Well, they are manipulating it. They're trying to. When I read on it before, we saw that they were trying to cut the people who had like railroad or supplemental income plus Social Security. They were trying to cut them first. They're trying to waive their they're trying to turn it into something else. They're messing. They're saying there's not enough to go around. We need to keep working with it. Boy, they're trying to make it into something else. There's already people of the law that have, their eyes peeled on this, and he can't do it without help. He's been schooled on how he can do it. He tries to paint a bright future, but this is, it's wonky. It's borrowing Peter to pay Paul. Delays will kill it. Okay, so there is going to be a problem with it, but we have to hold out for the end. This is us in the 8th place. We have to hold out, be patient and persistent. There's a lot of decisions that's going on with it. If you want to take these tax deferred payments, go ahead, but you have to pay them back. Still more decisions. The lever's card is up at the top. This is almost like there's going to be an offer made for you to opt out and opt into this new program. And if people listen to him, they might think that this is a good thing to do, where they're still tabulating votes to determine if Biden is in. This is a plan that they're hatching. So be careful what you sign up for. And of course, none of us will, but be careful of the people that you care about. All right. We'll check in on that again. That's not good, though. This is maybe they're going to do choices like Medicare A, B, and C or something like that. And it's nebulous soup. Okay. Be careful. It's not debt, though. And it's not the 10 of Swords. So that's good, too. Ian saying, hi, sis, to Becca. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, so for those of you that know Mr. B, he asked, will 5G be safe? I agree. 5 Apple. Yeah, I agree there is something in there. Okay, 5G. Will it be safe? Will it be safe for everyone to use? Good morning. There he is. Okay. Will 5G be safe to use? Oop. Well, people want it, you know. It is a change. They want it easier, faster, better, right? Easier, faster, better, cheaper, quicker, better, better. Okay, that's not good. Okay. $5G be safe for us to use. It's so hot, you guys. Is it hot at your place? I know the Southwest is really getting it. $5G, is it safe? All right, I have to turn the air down. It's just getting hot. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right, 5G. Continued. All right, we're waiting for it. I don't know how long it is down the pike, but we're waiting for it. It still has to pass some government regulations. The emperor's on its side. Everybody wants it. They think it's good. There's judgment against it. They've said, hey, let's check this out a little bit further, or you have to make it this or that. The wheel tried to come out before. It's being litigated. Rules are being made. Changes are being made. We have the Fool card for us. There is going to be something that said perhaps you ought not to use that right away. But the Fool card, we don't know everything about it. So don't be real quick to sign up for that, you guys. I feel like it'll be okay, but it's not. This doesn't happen right now. This is a little bit still down the line. And okay, so it's not quite yet. Maybe in the future. There's a lot of work to be done on this yet. So that's that. Is there anything else we don't know about that? They're working on it, and they're trying to check the environment. You know, the Pentacles is an Earth card, trying to make sure it's environmentally safe. Okay, so we asked about that. All right, and then the next question will be, will the main Trump DJT tower, you know which one I'm talking about, the escalator one, right? The cult escalator. Oh my God. Okay. Will DJT's tower be hit? I have to be careful what words I say. So will there be sneaky business around there? Will someone try to take it down? That's another way I can say it without saying. Clue words. Will someone try to take that tower down? Yes, Sharon Lee. Oh my God. All right. Will someone try to take it down? DJT's tower. But is it the smoke in the air, Becca? Is that what's snagging your triggering your allergies? Ooh, okay, so the energy around that place isn't really stable. Could be a couple of different, maybe there and another place. All is not SAFE. That's surprising. Good question, Mr. B. Somewhere else in the world is looking at that and has work there. It's guarded. It's on the radar. Something around it, the earth around it. There will be some sort of problem with it. Now, I'm not getting the actual tower out of the deck. Something will be manipulated. Maybe it'll actually seem like it's been approached or put down because it has to be sold, with the magician there. Because I'm not actually getting, so it is an unstable ground. So it's at least going to be sold. I can tell you that. Is there actually going to be some sort of destructive thing? Let's look and see. Oops, on the bottom is the 5 of Pentacles, which means I don't have enough money to fund it anymore. I think more that it's the assets and that it gets taken down because of that. So perhaps that's taken in another way. Okay. All right, so now let's see. Okay. All right, so Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has illness. He says his ratings weren't really high with the Japan's, the Japanese public opinion. I didn't really realize that. So, yeah, he's going to have some legal stuff going on. But I would like to know what will be the true moral character of the new prime minister? Will the new prime minister be a good person? That's what I was sort of wondering. I think, Abe fell somewhat towards greed, but I didn't have bad feelings about him like I usually get, like I immediately did with Barr. I mean, his aura, whoa. It was easy for me, that particular person. It's weird though, because sometimes in my own private life, that radar escapes me. So, but I'm getting better. We're all supposed to get better at our level of discernment. All right, so the next Prime Minister of Japan, what is the true moral character of the next Prime Minister of Japan? T-Barb, you have your babies. Okay. Jules D'Amour's in the house. Okay. The Magician's on its side. Oh, there'd be a lot of scuttlebutt about that. They're searching. Someone that comes from the same town. He's a businessman. Challenge is to help the people with the 6 of Swords there. All right, so the only little snafu I have is that he might be tempted to spy or be a little gossipy or believe things that he hears with this at the root. He might not be, he may let loose of a few conspiracy things. He doesn't pay attention to what he's saying before what he's thinking before it just comes out of his mouth. He might get stuck a few ways that way. So that may be his speaking isn't as well. It's on its side. So let's take it that way. His verbal communication, his communicator, his magician. But other than that, I get he's still, learning. He doesn't have all the worldly knowledge, so he needs someone to help him with world affairs. But actually, he's been a hard worker, and I'm it's okay. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles on the bottom, so he's pretty much positively aspected here. Okay. Okay, Tina, thank you for that. All right, so. Okay, this is an off the political. This has to do, this question came up because I was having a discussion with someone about, they were talking about when you are doing your work with raising your vibration with your psychic abilities, that eating meat, like this came up because I'm reading The Mists of Avalon, okay? And the Lady of the Lake is telling her niece, who is initiate, that she won't be eating meat for a long time. So I got into this conversation with my brother, and I've talked about it with a few other people. And I want to know, we know, of course, that it's harder to digest meat, but now, since we don't, the meat that we used to eat when we were younger, or our parents, was a lot different than what we're getting now. So I just want to see, what are the, are there negative aspects to this? Or is eating meat now currently in this current day situation, the way they have cattle and all of it, all of the livestock and yucky situations? Is it good for us or bad for us? Is consuming meat products currently in this day and age, the way they process them and harvest them? So I'm just looking to see, is it, hey, Stephen, virtual coffee and jelly donuts. All right, we're talking about eating meat, Stephen. Is meat consumption good for us or not in the current day processing? Is it good for our bodies or not? Now, we could use a pendulum for that. You personally can use a pendulum after programming it over every medicine that you have and food that you have. Be careful with it, though. It's a way of using kinesiology. Okay. All right, so this is about the sale of them. This is what, this is selling things, buying cattle, selling cattle, livestock, and be careful what you say over your food. Okay. So they're in a lot of competition with each other, and there's more people now. And possibly, and currently, right now, the prices have gone up and processing is down. And so that makes for some chaos and people competing to try to get it, try to sell it, try to purchase it, to consume it. It may give our bodies competition inside for what's good and bad, to fight off the bad things in it. Okay. Yeah, be very careful what you say over your food. Bless it. That's even biblical. Okay. And if you're going to question about the biblical part, it's about, whether it was okay to eat meat, after it was offered to as a sacrifice or intended for that, if they could, if they didn't believe, if they didn't have the same beliefs. So they would just say, bless your meat, and anything that you put into your body is okay. Don't email me on that. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, all right. Just like anything else, we have to have the good mix or harmony for our bodies. This is regrets over the past. So I'm going to go back to saying that, the way livestock was harvested for consumption in the early days was better. Right. There's been waste and regrets over how it's done currently. So that's not very good. And that could be, some of the crown bug that's going on. It's making it difficult, and we don't even know of the loss or things that are going on with that. All right, so there's an opportunity to move forward and or away from these products. Rules and regulations will be looked at again. People are going to try to hold on to that. People are going to try to, they want their meat, meat eaters, carnivorous people like me. I've been both. I've been vegetarian and I don't eat a whole lot of meat, but I do eat some. So I eat meat every week, that's for sure, almost every day. But then this is when we're asking about digestion. With health, and we get the Four of Pentacles. This means, your solar plexus area. That's, for me anyway, it is. So, and it's holding on to things. So I don't think it's broken down very easily, especially for kids. So, helping them get protein another way is better. Okay, they're going to make some changes. It looks like it's okay. And what I'm going to say here is they're suggesting it's okay in small amounts. It's also the fish. So maybe the lighter side, with fish and possible other white meats of the nicer, small, and, like make it a celebration. So you're not having it all the time is what I'm coming up with here. And we already know this. So they're saying, you already know that a lot isn't good. So being greedy with it isn't good. That could give you a tummy ache. Do the right thing, portion it out. Make sure you're balancing it with many other things. The thing is that most people are not balanced with this, that they're out of balance with it. So we're going to be striving towards fixing that. This is inspirational for the future, though. I was happy to see that. Wasn't as crazy as I thought it was going to be. See, Steve? He's going to wag his finger at me. Okay. All right. Oops, I didn't put down the name for this. How are we? Oh, okay. We're doing great on time. What significant event will happen this month in September that will greatly affect the United States? What significant event, because we saw a lot of things in the past couple of readings. The past couple of readings we did together were really great questions. So if you're on the weekend and you haven't seen the past two that I did, you guys gave me great questions. I think we did really good. What event will stand out in the month of September for the United States? I'm looking for something, sort of a trick question. We'll see what comes up. I don't know if I asked that, Becca. Maybe I should do a Biden Maybe I should do like a Biden and DJT deck for each person for that electoral college question. All right, what significant event will happen this month in September that will greatly affect the United States? Influence. What big event in the month of September? I know that some evictions have gone through, Benny. Becca, you're so funny. Okay. All right, so this is passing something down to someone, and it's also reunions. The thing that hit me first was that college students would have to go home because it's being passed around. The crown is being passed around so much. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm going with. It was too fast. So they wanted to be reunited with their friends and their schools and all of that, and it was just too fast. They pushed too fast. Same card we got for the early vaccine. Okay. They were trying to go forward. It's all about the money. They traveled to, oh boy, okay, and travel could also spread this, be the Labor Day, oh boy, okay. So pushing forward and riding roughshod over people, because this is the challenge, this is what affected it, was not fair to others. And of course, people are there's going to be loss. There's going to be loss. And it's not fair because they're just pushing to get their own way. We had 5 deaths here yesterday in our county, and 6 the day before that, and I think 9 a couple days before that. That's terrible. And then they come on and boast that they have empty ICU beds. Well, guess how that happened? Okay, travel. All right, so the horse and the Knight of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the Chariot, those are all big travel cards, and people didn't they didn't use their level of discernment. They didn't weigh the possibilities of what would happen if you're moving too fast. This brings heartbreak, separation. People have to go home. This can also be some sort of attack. Okay, so I know, the planes with Russia there's been some problems, but and this is a military card. But we'll be okay. Hang in there, patience and persistence pays off. To me, I think that we are completely separated from the outcome that we wanted to have. A good September. It will get better, but it's almost like we take another beating before. I think take another beating because of the people who are greedy and just wanted to push forward and open the schools and universities. Of course, we want everyone to go to school. Of course we do. I would want to go, not at the risk of my family, though, or anyone that has a autoimmune situation or any other underlying diabetes, anything. But they're saying we'll be okay. We'll be okay. There's problems with travel, problems with the passing of the crown, trying to move forward with the vaccine, and it's just really the big bully card. And so this is again, we're being told, in the justice card, there's no blindfold here. So we have to use our perception and our high level of discernment, to make good decisions. And it looks like good decisions weren't made, and the people that secretly push for these things to go through, and there could be a small attack on something that we're affiliated with. Some of our people that are overseas. Get the travel card. Yeah, that's another travel card. It has to do with travel. It has to do with other places. And a sneaky, a sneaky punch, sneaky attack. Oh boy. Sucker punch, right? All right. Okay. Good morning. It's afternoon here. It's almost 1 o'clock. All right. I wanted to ask, let's see, how are we doing on time? We're still doing good. All right, let's hit the hot topic. Paul wanted to know, now that DJT referred to war veterans in the military as losers and suckers, oh boy. Boy, both of my World War II parents will come right out of that, will roll over and come and bop him on the head. My mom was a WAC in World War II. She typed up, she knew shorthand already at that age, and she typed up top secret court documents. She was stationed in Manila with the atrocities of, what's his name? Yamashita. And my dad was a bombardier. Okay. Now that DJT referred to war veterans in the military as losers and suckers, how will his standing be by them? How will they see DJT? We had some veterans that needed some extra help with zoning in a house where people are trying to help them in specific housing in Naples, and they voted against it. God, city council voted against helping them. Man, they just sunk their karmic souls. How will our military and war veterans and the people overseas view DJT? And listen, he said it. He even called McCain a loser, because he was captured. He did this. And it's like Joe said, I saw one clip of it, John Kelly, if it's not true, then the people that were next to him or the people that worked with him will say that's not true. He never said that. Well, he did. That's not rocket science. He already said it about McCain. He literally said the same thing about McCain, a war hero. So there's no difference, right? He's especially said nasty things about prisoners of war, people that were taken prisoner. POWs, MIAs, they want to change. Our military wants a change. They feel like they're stuck with him right now and have been stuck with him. Yeah, because he's running the money, he's running the show. There's a military chariot. So they want to change. They want to be free from his nonsense. And they're actually hoping that, the Wheel of Fortune is the karma card, isn't it? What goes around comes around with the Wheel of Fortune. And so they hope that he gets his karma for the things that he says and his actions. They want him out. They feel that he is a bully and they want him out. Now, there are some that still support him. There definitely are some. And they feel like they've gone through a battle just having him be there, that they knew he was about the money. But they will feel victorious when they are free. And they're about to say so. This is our Virgo card. We're in the time of Virgo, and they're going to have the spotlight turned on them, and they're going to speak out about it. And others are going to speak out about it too. They want change. They wanted him at first. They really wanted him. They thought he was going to be good. They didn't realize, And now they're saying, let's start over. We want to be free of this. We want to change. We were, penned in. There was nothing we could do. He was in there, and it was unfair. And he did things that were unfair to us, the military. But now after, this is victory after adversity, victory after a battle. So it's all coming to light. That's coming to light. Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be Stephen Haggerty? That would be the most awesome thing if Vindman escorted him out. Oh, that would be so good. Oh, the piece of the resistance. Oh, man, that would be so good. Wow. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Let's look at Becca's question. I want to ask one more. Wait, I want to ask something that popped into my mind when I was making my list. I want to know if we are going to get the names from Mr. Epps' Black Book and the names that were in the safe. I want to know if there's going to be a revealing of the names on that list. I want to know if we're going to get them by the end of the year, hopefully by election time. But although there's some Democrats on there too, you know it. Both sides are in there. Okay. Are we going to get the names? Well, some of the names, 2, 5, 10 names be revealed that are on the list of Mr. Epps' customers. Will they be revealed before the end of the year? Hopefully before the election or before the counting and the judgment of election. Half of Washington. Oh my gosh. I think you're right, Karen Anderson. Hi, Rolanda. Rolanda. Half of Washington and people from all over the world were customers. Oh my gosh. That also means it takes a while. And of course, we know that Barr's dad was involved with, we know how convoluted this is, all the way to, where's Melania in that? Where is it? They had to dig deep. They may give us something that was in the house itself, on the island. Did it go somewhere? I'm going to say the Sunny Island travel. We've been, there were so many people hurt, and we've been kept separate from the information we desire. So many people hurt. And usually when the Ten of Swords comes up, it's ruin of character, ruination, Victims will get some justice with this. There's the writings. Okay. This is a big one. I'm going to have to mark this. I hope I have enough time to mark it to remind myself to go back to this. Okay. The people who took risks for feelings, joy. There's going to be legal. Yes. Okay. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, because I have a timing card of 6 months here for me, but I feel that we'll get some more, and hopefully our guides and angels are kind enough to say in the time of Libra. Yes. And it's going to be some people who maybe didn't shore up their name, maybe didn't pay, the bribery fees, the blackmail fee, maybe they didn't pay and they're going down. Anything more you can tell us about that? Wow. It's almost as if Pootie's got his finger on this, because it is going to implicate the people he wants to stay, that he's manipulating the vote with. So Pootie's involved in this somehow. So that's not surprising, really, though, is it? All right, we will get some. We will get some. I'm going to say 6 months total before we really get some of the good stuff. Okay, let's see. Wow, I was sorry to see that about the colleges. All right, I'm going to move this. I'm going to do Becca's question for the Electoral College. I think I made title. I have a reading right after, a couple of readings right after this, and then I have to go to the kids' house. Email me at The Way of Positive Change if you'd like me to do a reading for you. $25 special. All right, and I'm going to grab my square. Okay, I'm going to grab this other deck, my oldie deck. Oldies but goodies. All right, we're going to do, I'm going to give Biden my old deck. Not that I told them, but just because. Okay. All right, let's take a look and see. This is a big question. Let's take a look and see who will have the most electoral college vote. Who will have the most? Who will win the electoral vote? Let's just see. And you guys, there's always a margin for error, but let's see. All right, so I'm going to ask for DJT first. McDonald's. All right, first, DJT. Will DJT win the most? Will he be the winner? Will DJT be the winner of the Electoral College votes for the presidential election in November of this year, 2020? Going out on a limb, Becca-boo. Okay. Will DJT win the most of the electoral votes? Will he be the winner of the Electoral College vote, DJT, in the presidential election for November? Please, guides and angels, please help me. Help me. Okay. I'm afeared. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, this is Biden. Biden gets my oldie but goodie deck. Oh, some of these are upside down. Let me straighten these. This is not my oldest deck. I had one older than this one. That one actually, how did I do that? All right, I'm going to have to keep this out. You know what? I'm going to keep it in there. That one actually got worn from me holding it like this, so they would break right in the middle. They actually became a figure 8 shape. Okay. Apparently that card's supposed to be in there for a reason. I never questioned that. All right. Did I have one? Okay. All right, here we go. Missed what? 5 paces. You're here. All right, so this one, the old deck is for Biden. Okay, this is for Biden. Will Joe Biden win the most electoral college votes? Electoral college, the majority. Will he be the winner? Will Biden be the winner of the electoral vote? Whoop. Wants me to stop right there. Okay. All right, let's see. A puppuccino at Starbucks. What the heck? Okay. All right. Which one should I guess I'm doing DJT first. Okay. All right, let's look at DJT. What he's willing to say, do, speak, sit, beg, borrow, and steal. Ooh, right now he doesn't think he can get it. That's why he's trying. Other people around him don't think he can get it either, but he is trying. He's really fishing to try to get it. And remember, we just got this card for how do the veterans feel about him. This is going to go against him bigger than he thinks. This was big. And they're going to have some things to say. And hopefully this is where we'll see General, the one that starts with an M. And John Kelly. Hopefully they'll speak up. Okay. Right now, they don't think they have it. And Kelly Hand doesn't think he has it either, or she wouldn't have jumped ship. Man, did she fly out of there? But her tail's on fire. She's in big trouble. She's in big trouble. There's the backing. It's in the past. This is also the card we got for the Crown Bug for, what's happening right now. There will be change. Ooh. There's a lot of emotion. Gifts, donations, emotion, joy. It may look like he's going to get it at first. Remember, this is a feeling. It isn't material. Well, it can be birth. Right? The chaos and drama. And I call this the Kardashian card. If you know me and you've had a reading with me, I call the Five of Wands the Kardashian card. Well, now we can add a Kanye in there, right? Okay. 2, tickling myself. Okay. 2, there are some supporters. Probably people that are going to be in the boat parade down here tomorrow for DJT. 2 aces, change places, comes down to 2 major places. That's a victory card, but it's also struggle. Wow. And it's the sword of justice. All right, let's look on the bottom. It's not well mixed. Okay, I think he's going to win in a place they didn't expect. Okay, let's look at Biden now. All right. Biden's first card is the 4 of Wands. And remember, I've been getting, I don't know if many of the other readers have been getting something going wrong for Biden before it goes up. We go down. We take a little valley, a little tour through the valley before we go up the mountain. And, you know, if Biden gets the popular vote, you know, everyone's saying, don't concede, you know, that we can do this. He knows he's being bullied. Biden knows he's being bullied. That's the challenge. He's up against a ruthless opponent. And Biden has to be ruthless. He has to invoke his inner, you know, be in it to win it. All right, this is, we're trying to buy, I think, the Electoral College with DJT. This is, I think, Biden's camp thinks he has it, but it isn't quite balanced. It's still unsteady. They're not certain. But this is more certainty than this. This is nothing. This is fluff in the air and imagination and daydreaming. This is, we've got quite a few, and we're trying to balance this all. They have a plan. They have a platform, they have a plan, and they have a goal. Biden's can't. And they're ready to do things differently. They've got the death card up at the top. So there is going to be a change. Of course, that's also the Scorpio card. He is a Scorpio, and that's the November card. He's not going to get some of them. Of course, he's not going to get some. This is being not fulfilled. This is people not being satisfied. That's not the greatest card. It's not the greatest card to go through for, you know, that Electoral College vote. There's secrets, can be manipulations. We're all worried. But this is actually, you know, the Nine of Swords is a good card to get when you're worried, because it means you're just, you know, tormenting yourself for no reason. It's like rocking back and forth in a rocking chair, worrying. It doesn't do any good. So there's no, we're worried. We're worried about their treachery. And we're also worried about health. Becca, look what you made me do. All right, now when I got this card, the last couple, he's got the better cards. Okay, so there's a couple things I've got to point out. The only major arcana card DJT has is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And that's him thinking he's going to get it. But there's a lot of uncertainty here. There's this big struggle. All right? But it's usually victory after adversity. Now, when we look at Biden's, we've got, and then you have the Temperance card on the bottom. So in the totality, he's got two, Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. And if you look at Biden's, there are also two. It's the Death card, the end of one way and the beginning of a new way, and the High Priestess down here on the bottom. Those are changes that are going through right now. And so I think his campaign goes through a change. I think they're worried. I think they're worried. People are worried about his health. The Queen of Cups usually means that we have intuition. And I think that it's going to be judged. Every time I ask if Biden's going to win, I get the Judgment card and the Six of Pentacles. And that means it's judged or counted or given. But if I had to, if I looked at this, and I would say, who's the winner? I would say DJT with that Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups of the Electoral College, unless something happens here. And maybe this is just the leading up to it. You know, there's something, perhaps they're going to do away with part of that, or they're They're going to go with the popular vote. We know that there will be a big change to this, and we'll have to wait. Don't panic. There are people that are not going to accept this. And it just could be that the popular vote is just so overwhelmingly huge. Now, I didn't ask who's going to win the election. I did ask if Biden was going to win before, and I got this same 6 of coins, and I got the judgment. So I think it comes after counts and changes and getting rid of, we're not going to approach it the same way it was approached with Gore and Clinton and Hillary. So it'll be approached differently. So I feel that DJT is going to feel victorious in some areas, but we all know that there's going to be a big change. This is it's problematic, but we're going to still go that in the hopes that Biden wins that huge popular, and it's just too big to rig. It's just too big. Because it looks like this could, there could be some conspiracy to this electoral stuff. And that's all, computer generated. So this could be a bullying tactic from someone else, hidden figures. So don't worry. We might get panicked, but that could be happening from someone, overseas. Could be that, our voting gets attacked or the electoral college tabulations get attacked. But we know this, and they'll put an end to it, and I feel that it will be given to him. Pray God. Okay. All right. That was tough, you guys. That was really tough. But there's some unfairness there. There definitely was unfairness. Becca, I hope that you could I ask about, what did you say, Becca? I didn't quite catch that. Could that mean that hands it over to Harris? Okay. How should I ask that? Oh, okay. I had no idea. Okay. Puppuccino. I had no idea. All right, so there will be some computer glitches, a problem. And remember, we got the 4 of Wands for the first card, which means they may have to do some reports, intelligence reports on the Electoral College, how it was processed. They could, the 4 of Wands is my skiff card. They could take it down to the skiff. And remember, the Queen of Cups means we can trust our intuition. So it may look like DJT's the winner at first, but I don't think that will hold. Okay. Is that, Mr. B, is that what Becca was asking, if she was going to be sworn in? Will Harris be sworn in as the president? Will Kamala? We already know what is going on from the Senate intel briefings that the GOP is refusing to let the public know. Okay. Okay. All right. So you wanted to know if, okay. So you want to know if Kamala Harris will be sworn in as president. Will Kamala Harris be sworn in as president? In the next couple years? In the next year, 2 years? Sometime in the next 4 years? Not later, not in 2024. We want to know for, coming up soon. Will Harris be president in 2021? Okay, Prairie, thank you. That made me feel so sad. I was, oh my God, I didn't want to look at that. Okay, but Becca suggested, so I needed to do it. Will Kamala Harris be sworn in as president in 2021? In 2021. Okay. Okay. So that's all right. So it's not weird to think that they're going to fix the electoral college vote. So it looks like the lead up is like DJT gets it, and there's a big problem. But then they may have to. Well, you saw. Okay. That was hard for me. When your heart's really wanting a certain outcome, it's hard. You have to stay neutral. Well, there's her attorney self, Kamala. All right, so this means she's, trying to help. She's just abiding her time. Boy, there's a lot of friction around this. Listen, he's already talked to her about this. He's already said it'll probably be handed off to you, especially if my doctor says I'm not okay, blah, blah, blah. We're all family. You can take over. She'll be learning and working very hard. Of course, she lost her first bid, She's afraid Pelosi. Well, might not be afraid. She thinks Pelosi may be president for a short period of time. That's in her hopes and fears. Yes, she will. She will be president. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. That's a yes, yes, yes. But she's concerned that for some reason, Pelosi might have to take the reins for a short period of time. Well, that's her. Yep. That's her at the top. She's up there all by herself. Queen of Swords. Queen of Justice. Okay. Wow. All right. I still think that it will be judged and handed over to Biden. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. I know. Well, that's because Mr. B said 2021. I don't know. Maybe. I know I know. No, I got bad cards first for Biden, then good. Bad and then good. Okay. All right. What time is it? 78 minutes. Okay. I'm still okay. All right. So let's just while we're asking, but while we're looking at it, let's just see. Okay. So Biden got bullied and secrets keeping him from, and Pootie. Okay, and then DJT got the Ace of Swords, Ace Cups. It's but manipulated. Okay. All right, so let's just see if Pelosi. I have to stay on track here. I got so much going on today. All right, Pelosi. Will she be sworn in as president, even for a short period of time? Let's ask that. We just asked that. We just saw that. Looming. We just saw that. Looming Magi. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's ask if Pelosi's. I've never asked this question, so this is a good new one for me. I like the feel of my old deck. Look at how big, same number of cards. Look at how the thickness. All right, thank you, buddies. Will Nancy Pelosi be sworn in even for a short period of time? Pence almost did. Okay. Will Nancy Pelosi be sworn in as president even for a short time? After she gets her hair done. Oh my gosh, what a setup. We were all tempted to do that. I tried. Hell yeah. My beautician was going to, my cosmetologist was going to meet me early one morning. We didn't do it though. Okay. Nancy Pelosi, will she be sworn in as president, even for a short period of time? Nancy Pelosi be sworn in as president, even for a short span of time. Okay. She knows that's a possibility, but she doesn't actually think it's going to happen. She knows there would have to be a big change. There's all the fight, the drama, the chaos. That looks like they could impeach him again. That's a card we got for Biden's outcome card. So there will be, remember, it's the queens that take down DJT. There are 3 queens that take down DJT. Remember that? So I'm also going to say what Hillary said, you're just not going to concede, and it will be given to him, to Biden. Okay, wow. Pelosi. This could be a huge shakeup through the big old fight. Tower card means something cray happens, and she gets shocked. How on earth? My God, she's just getting slandered and slandered and slandered. No, I don't think so. That's not a good card for her. Something doesn't go well for Pelosi. I'm glad we looked at that because that just doesn't go well. Is she okay? Let's look at her. Let's take one more draw. Let's do one more spread on her, see if she's okay. All right. Yes, it's, yeah, buckle up, buttercups. Yeah, it's going to be so, and Mars in Aries retrograde. Oh my gosh. It's going to be tough because the people that don't know how to bite their tongue are just, they're just going to be, the button pushers are coming out. And it's going to affect people that wouldn't normally get their buttons pushed, you know? All right. Is Pelosi okay? Is she going to be okay? How's Pelosi doing? September, October, November. Is she okay? Why, what does Marie's table say? After she gets her hair done. Is Pelosi okay? Oh, I will. I'll take it out. I should have done that first, but it's okay. She's trying to go forward. She's not feeling very confident. She she's moved forward before she got that first stimulus passed, signed, the CARES Act, and everything the way she wanted to do it. And now she's getting blocked. Yeah, they're trying to put the cuffs on her. Yeah, she feels very bad about what's happened already, about not coming into agreement, and people are suffering. She remains hopeful, though. Man, she's okay. She's going to try. She's trying to put together that bill. She thinks of children, you know. She tries to think, and she's going to push it. She's coming. She's ready to fight. She's going to fight. They're going to slander her. So I'm going to say McConnell, and DJT and one other male are really going to try to take her down. And they don't want the public to be able to see it, but they're really working against her. She's literally being attacked here. Okay, will she be okay after that? Yeah, they are jealous. Yeah, she'll be okay. All right. It sure looked like something really icky was going to happen around her. Wow, that was bad. The Tower and the Ten of Swords, maybe while they're fixing this electoral stuff out, someone says, yes, let's put her up, and they're saying, no way, not a chance in it. You know where? Okay. All right, I'll have to work. I didn't know that, Paul. I didn't know your son worked in the Pentagon. I know it's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. But thanks, Becca. And, you know, everyone was asking in the last video. Jen Lynn was on the last one in the chat. And everyone said that you guys need to have a party. Maybe I can be in the chat with you guys, or, you know, something. But maybe you and Johnny and Jen Lynn. And I would like to come. I would like to participate. Even if it's just for a little bit, like on election night, like have a reading party. Have you planned that? Okay. All right. So now I'm going to, we have time for one more. All right. Is Melania ever, I'm going to ask, is Melania ever going to jail or be implicated in any fraud, go to jail? Will she see the inside of a jail? Melania. Oh. Get that out. Okay. All right. Melania, she gonna ever see the inside of she wants a pool boy. She can get, I know where she can get one. One's been freed up from the Falwells. One just lost his job. All right, Melania, she going to jail or not? Pelosi's hairdresser, the actual stylist, spoke up for her and stuck up for her and said she was set up. So maybe she'll make sure that person gets a promotion or their own studio, and we'll be doing her hair from now on. And she'll sue that the owner of that salon. Melania. She thinks she's going to stay free. She's on shaky ground right now. She thinks she's shored everyone up in the position of judges with money. She'll turn anyone in she needs to. She will turn on anyone like she did the lady that wrote that book, Melania and Me. The court is coming for whoa. Look who's getting in trouble. She's got a lot of ties that could really get her in trouble. I think she's going to pay her way out of it. They may make a deal with her. He could pardon his own wife. Okay. All right. Sassy. Okay. She's going to get out of it. She may have to go back to her old country, though. She may get sent back, Jack. And don't you come back. Okay. Salon owner did it on purpose. 5 paces. Salon owner is a DJTer. All right, let's ask about Ivanka. I want to know if Ivanka is going to go to jail. All right, this is my last political question. Real quick, and then I'm going to do a couple of personal questions really quick because I have a reading shortly. Is Becca going to host the party with Jen Lynn and Johnny? Okay, I'll have to read these comments back later. Is Ivanka going to jail for the inaugural fund pilferage and overpricing, price gouging? Ivanka, she going to jail? Oh, that would be wonderful, Becca. And happy birthday early. Start celebrating now. I hope you feel better. Wow, okay. Yep, it's about the funds and where they went. Someone's coming after her right now. She's already on the radar. With someone else. She knew this was going to happen. She knew it. Okay, oh boy. She's in trouble. Someone else is going to turn on her. That causes a separation because someone's protecting themselves with this 9 of Wands. She's paying to stay out of it. Ooh, might be her brother. Someone else. Oh, she's in trouble. She has to go testify. She's going to be hauled in. And she's going to be given a choice. You give us this and help us with this, or you're getting this. So she got different cards from Melania, and she is in trouble. I didn't think she's going to get some sort of a plea deal. They're going to make her a deal. But she doesn't like it. She doesn't want it. She's on shaky ground. So Ivanka's in trouble. Yeah, what day does November 3rd? What day is that, you guys? All right. All right, put a Q in front of your question. If you don't want to hear the personal questions, this is a good time to turn off and go about your day. Much love to you. Much love to you. Have a great holiday weekend. If you want to ask a personal question, put a Q in front of your question. Okay, Lamine, be healed. To go to work. Okay, Becca. Side gig. Be successful. What does she need to look for? Out for. That ought to be interesting. I don't even know what that is about. My daughter is coming to stay with me this weekend. We'll be all safe from COVID. I didn't go to her house last time. Was too afraid to go. Even though we did a reading to you, Barb, that it was okay for you to go. Will she be safe? With daughter coming. Could we get the house? Karen D, could we get the house? You want to know if you have success with the house? Okay. Lumina, I've already got your question. Bye, Stephen. Thank you. All right. That's the last question. No more questions. Okay. Rolande, insurance, success, house. Completely fixed. All right, that's good. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Larry Girl, Jules, T-Bar. All right, and I'll be back. Tuesday is the plan. Tuesday at noon, if you're available. I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend. All right, let's look and see. Lumine, will the fibromyalgia and other migraines be healed so you can go back to work? Remember one of the most positive things that Louise Hay taught us is never to claim a disease as yours. That's the last thing you want to do is call it yours. So don't say my this or my that, Okay. Will Lumine's situation with her health be healed so she can go to work? Will she get better? Will the migraines disappear and fibromyalgia good so she can go to work? Bye, Linda. Okay, this is important, Lumine. You need to get help from someone else. The way you're handling this right now with these situations is you're sort of hitting the wall. So we need to change a perception, getting help from someone else. And once you do that, you can move forward and you listen to them. So you have to be willing to get out of your own way. Many times we think we know what's best for us until someone tells us, hey, why don't you try this? And then we have to be open-minded, like the Queen of Wands, and say, okay. The answer to your question is yes. And the answer to your healing is giving up your current way, surrendering your current viewpoint and perception, getting the help of another person, a very successful person, and you'll know your perception will change and you be confident that this is going to happen. And the answer is yes. So, you're really and you're smart, you're clever. Sometimes with healing, we get in our own ways. We need somebody else's viewpoint and perception to help us change ours, surrender our current viewpoint, and to move forward. So the answer is yes to you, Lumine. Now, Becca wants to know if her side gig will be successful. Is the side gig? Yes, thank you, moderators. You guys are the most awesomest. I can't wait to go spend time with my fur grandbabies, Captain and they think I'm the greatest thing. They just love me so much. I feel so special there. Okay. All right, Becca wants to know if her side gig will be successful. Hi, Jen Lynn. We need to plan a day for next week when you can. Will Becca's side gig be successful? I wonder what that is, Miss Becca. Okay. Whoa, very first card, Becca, is the Tower card. So you'll have to it takes you out of your regular routine. You're a fish out of water with it. Uranus, the placement of the planet Uranus will be instrumental for your having this lightning quick understanding. It also means something else would fade away. And you'd have to get out of your comfort zone. So you'd have to do something you've never done before to make this successful. And learning a little bit more, and also so instruction and then teaching, rules, further education, rules, instruction, a little more instruction. And they're saying you'd have to really get out of your comfort zone. Listen, this side gig would take you out of your comfort zone. You'd have to just really do it. Uh-oh. It says low battery. Hang on, you guys. I thought it was plugged in. Oh. There we go. Okay. All right, that happens. Okay. All right, let's see. You would need to make a commitment to this. And make a decision. Is this really what you want to do? There's a big decision to make with this. Huge. Do I go with my head or do I go with my heart? Do I go with what the angels are telling me, or do I go with what my rational sense is? It's a lot of work. It may be too much work. It would disrupt your current routine. It would blow you right out of you'd have to be, it would just be different, really different. Creativity. So the long haul answer is yes. This isn't quick. It takes quite a while, and you have to reach people all over. There's a lot of opportunity, and this is a gate card, So it brings everything all together. Somehow you'll bring it all together with this big decision. And this could go back, against your rational mind. Like, is this the right thing to do? Because the Hierophant's on its side. You have to be committed. There's some sort of offer. There's an idea, should I partner with someone? Is this something that I really want to do? What do I have to look out for? Hopes and fears would be, who's all involved with this? Do you do it by yourself? Do you take in someone else? Instruction and or teaching? How do you feel about being involved with someone else? It isn't just you. That's the decision, I think. That's hopes and fears would be, do I need to get someone to help me with this? How do I feel about that? And you may very well, because there could be a part of it that you just don't want to do, that you're not interested. So that kind of holds you back. So you may get someone to do this little section of work. You may have to delegate. Teach someone something and delegate, and then it all comes together. So the answer is yes. Okay. Yeah, but as we go forward, because in the place of the future is a decision on if you'll involve someone else or if they'll do something to help you, or who you have to partner with. So you'll have to let us know what that is. Okay. Yes. Okay, gentlemen, that's good. Stay open to help. Because that's a big decision. Okay. And then we had, the offers there of the knight and the king. Okay, of cups. Okay, so that was Beckaboo and T-Barb. Your daughter's coming to visit. Will it be safe? Will you guys all be safe and healthy? Daughter's coming to visit. Will you all be safe and healthy? All be safe and healthy. T-Barb, her daughter, and all the family. Be safe and healthy. That could mean, Becca, that someone, since it's on the doorstep, could be, a decision that's up and coming. All right, so T-Barb, you just have to keep working at keeping everything clean and organized, which you will. Give out instructions, keep everyone informed in what they need to do. You can do it. You're the magician. You can pull this off. To give instructions and enlightenment, what they can and what they can't do. And then it's going to be a lot of work, and they have to follow the rules. That's all there is to it. Opportunity. There's the kids, the littles, and you may have some attitudes, and maybe some of them don't want to do things the way you want them to. Let's face it. Who wants to do that? You have to be very strong with your decisions. This is the card of, the earth. You and your daughter might not agree on something, but that's okay. You get past it. I think you're safe. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot to handle, but I think you're safe. It's a lot of work. It's a lot to handle. 10 of Wands. I think you're safe. Okay. All right. Okay, and then Karen, is it Karen D? Wanted to know about her house. You're welcome. Thanks for all you do. All right, Karen D, will they have success with that house? Will they get that house? She wants to know if she'll have success with getting that house. Littles. Boy, this takes a lot of work. You have to stay with it. You have to stay on, Karen, you have to stay on top of it. You really got to stay. It's a lot of work if you want that. I know you wish for it. Everything has to line up. The money, the amounts, you have to put the energy into it. You have to really work. It takes consistent effort, strength, and work. Try not to freak out. This is a big deal. You feel like it could be against you. You may hit a little snafus, but you'll have to push through. There's a little bit of internal conflict with this. The moon card. So there's a problem with this. You'll have to work through. You have to make sure everything's okay with the money. And make sure that you're being charged the right amount of money. There's something wrong with this. You need to do your homework with this. Maybe not this stuff. I would just go for something else if you can. I know your heart is set on it, but check this out. You might not be seeing something. When we get this, the Fool, the Moon, and maybe some cash. Let's, look at everything. Remember, we're being told we got, with the animal medicine cards today, mouse and moose. So grab your self-esteem, be strong, use your level of discernment of mouse. You've got to look at that fine print, You got to look at something's wrong with that. So try something else. I'm sorry, but I can't build up your hopes for something that doesn't look right. All right, Rolanda. Rolanda just formed. Okay, Karen Dean, thank you. Sorry, that broke my heart for you. Sorry. Okay, Roland. Jen Lynn and Becca, everyone wants to know if you're going to have a election party night forum, reading, whatever. Roland, will Roland be successful getting the insurance company to pay for all of the repairs for her house? Will she be successful getting the insurance company to pay for everything? Talk about having to stick onto something. And yeah, you have to rise to the challenge. You've got to really blow the whistle on them, make them do it. The challenge is not to just sit on this. You hear the trumpet, you get up, you make this happen. You're going to have to be the squeaky wheel. You can't sit on this. You just don't do that. You have the ability to make this happen. You have to keep working it. Okay, well, there's the water. This is almost 6 months. Don't take what they offer or they're wanting to give. You push through with this, and you just be willing to. It may be a little bit longer than what you think, but you push through. Don't accept their first nonsense. You will get it. You will get this. It has to be on the fair side, but you have to go in there. You've got to be Kamala Harris. You got to be the Queen of Swords. You have to go in there and tell them what they're going to do, so to speak. But you must be strong. You can't sit and ask them, oh, do you think it might? No, you have to say, listen, this costs this much. You're doing this. I got appraisal. Good. Just do your homework and make this happen. Do not have fear. On a scale from 0 to 10, you're at 7, but you've got to get up early, make sure your shoes match, eat your Wheaties, and make this happen. Okay? All right, you guys. Let me know about the party. Check with Johnny. Okay. And Jen Lynn, just let me know. Text me whatever day next week. I'm going to do 2 readings, and I'm going to go. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you, Jules. Roland, you make that happen. Okay. All right, you guys. Have a great holiday weekend. I'm going to go see the Doogies. Okay. Bye. Much love to you. Bye.